So 94% opt-out rates.
Yes.
So out of 100 people that are getting this pop-up, they are opting out at 94%.
You want to talk about the tracking fiasco that happened? The first one was iOS 14. Then 15 came around too. So
14.5 was the first official fiasco, right?
That's right.
The beginning of it.
Yeah, so if you don't know really quick what that is, it's just something that happened from Apple doing an update to their system. So anybody that's using any of the apps on the Apple Store, which is Facebook, Instagram, every single app out there pretty much, right? That if you have an iPhone, there's a prompt that's going out to everybody that's saying, do you want to be tracked online? Do you want Facebook to have all your information and track you? And it's a yes or a no, basically, but they highlight the yes. I want to opt out of tracking. So that's been going on, and it's making it harder to have full transparent tracking like we used to with Facebook. So
94% opt-out rates.
Yes.
So out of 100 people that are getting this pop-up, they are opting out at 94%. All right, so you're getting a very small percentage of people, which are basically me and Jorge.
Yeah.
We're the only ones opting into this because I like to get personalized ads. When I don't give Facebook data about what I like, I don't get the experience that I want on Facebook. So it is quite destructive. The death of personalized ad is one of the most stupid things that have ever happened, that for some reason, Apple, I know what the reason is, they have a plan to conquer the world, in all honesty. Publicly, Apple is going to tell you that they really care about privacy. The fact of the matter is that all they want to do is keep on growing, and they're working on a plan to be able to bring all the attention out of Facebook, YouTube, and all these platforms and into their own world. So they're creating their own channels, their own platforms, and they're really into domination across the world. And that's the reality of things, not because they care about you. So much so that recently, when we installed iOS 15 and you opened up the App Store on your iPhone, it's prompting you a message. Apple is in control of their own App Store. Do you know what they did? Instead of scaring people away from tracking, they actually got people inspired to get tracked. It is ridiculous. Specifically, the difference is when somebody was opening up Facebook, the prompted message approved by Apple, because they have to approve it because they control the platform, was ask app not to track you. And it was the first option. And the second option is, yes, allow it, allow it. In this case, when it had to do with the App Store, they kept on explaining in a very sexy way how they wanted to serve personalized ads to you for your better experience. And the first option, allow app to track you. So it was the opposite of the message. Why? Because this is controlled by Apple and because they're making money with ads. They want to stop Facebook from making money. They want to stop YouTube and Google from making money. They want to make money themselves. So on their own app, on their own platform, they control, instead of saying, ask app not to track you, it says, ask app to allow to track you. It was the opposite. It's incredible what they're doing. It's not because they want to protect you. Let's be clear about it. It's not because of privacy concerns. It's exclusively because they want to monopolize attention and they want to control that attention. And that's why they're doing all these changes, which are going to affect small businesses. They are affecting small businesses. They're driving the cost to advertise higher. They're making it difficult for you to communicate to your own audience. And now you have to jump through a lot more hoops to find out what's happening in the world of the internet with the people that you have been nurturing throughout the years. So now that I told you all that story, so you know what the reality is behind the Apple strategy to try to protect, quote unquote, people's privacy, Coach, what is the solution and what is the workaround?
So there's a couple of different solutions depending on what you're got going on, if it's an e-commerce, or if it's lead generation and things like that. So number one, if you're using Shopify, I'm going to recommend an app that's called Trackify. Trackify app for your Shopify store, and it's going to help you inject all the code that you need into all the different pages and all the different steps of your funnel on your store to make sure that it's set up properly so that you can track the ones that are allowing tracking, right?
So the ones that are clicking?
Even though it's a small percentage, but you could track those, so you do want to capture those.
It's not a small percentage yet. It's still, we're looking at 50% of the people you can still track.
Exactly. But Android people, right?
The Android people, you can still track, but also On the 50% of iPhone users, there's a percentage of them that don't update to the latest software.
Right.
And those people, you can still target.
Exactly. So there's still a lot of tracking that you can do, and so you want to set up to have the most success with that. Trackify helps you with that. Not only that, they have really good customer service. So if you run into any trouble where your Pixel might not be tracking something in particular, you reach out to them, and they help you right away. So that's one. There's another thing that it's kind of complicated, which you can reach out to us, and we can see how we can help you set this up. It's called Conversion API or Server-Side API. So it's a big technical word. All that is we set up your store server and have it communicate like a direct line to the Facebook server. So now we kind of bypass that tracking situation, and they're communicating directly there. So it sends all the customer data to Facebook, like you were just saying, and if they can match my name, my email, and all that to what I have inside Facebook, boom, it shows up on your ads manager, it shows up on your ROI, and all of that good stuff.
If you're enjoying this content, please go ahead and subscribe. Help me comment below and let me know if you have any questions about marketing. And I'm on a mission to help as many of you as possible conquer the marketing world. So help me out. Subscribe, hit that button, hit that bell, get notified. We're going heavy with content in this 2021 year and beyond. Go ahead and subscribe right now.